Happy new buck moon. The buck moon is given its name because it's when deer start to get their antlers. And this new buck moon that is beginning to birth today is also in Cancer, which is the crab. So this is going to be a short 5 to 10 minute guided visualization to support you in best utilizing the energy that we are drawing from right now. I have found, after coaching for many years and doing the work myself, that the more my clients and I start to work with nature and the flow of energy that's already available to us, the more easeful time we have having these breakthroughs and really embodying these themes and these messages that we talk about. So that's what we're here for today. So these are intended to do anytime, anywhere, to fit into your full and amazing life. So just notice if you are in a space right now where you're going to remain seated, or if you are going to lie down. If you are seated, I want to invite you to bring the soles of the feet to the earth. You know, when we're cross-legged and whatnot, sometimes it constricts the energy coming through. So just go ahead and have soles of the feet on the earth. Removing any extra flesh from the sits bones and just feeling that connection and pretending that whatever you're connecting to is the earth. If you're lying down, maybe you roll your shoulder blades up and back and just feel the shoulder blades plug into the earth. And just imagining there's a little charger coming through the back. You can do the same if you're seated. And just keeping the alignment from crown chakra all the way to root, straight and free and clear. I want to invite you to let your eyes close. It's going to take you more deeply into your internal, authentic, true, high self, and bring in more of a connection with that sacred feminine energy. We could also call it yin. And it's just more of that slowing down, intuitive space. And let's just go ahead and take a nice cleansing breath in through the nose. And the breath out. Take a deeper, fuller breath in through the nose. Sigh it out. Deeper, fuller breath in through the nose. And just let the breath leave in any way that it wants to. And this is a guided visualization, so the mind will remain active. So just allow it to be guided where I invite it and leave room for your own imagination. And just take a moment, if you have not been present to your connection to the divine, if you've been a little stressed, tense, noticing that you are plugged in to sacred divine energy all the time. And just feel that energy flowing from the divine now. Imagine that anyone else who is listening to this visualization is sending you love. You're sending them love. Just be mindful of that. And as always, just imagine that anything that is not going to serve you in this visualization will just be caught in this energetic lint trap of sorts, like a dryer. And that will remain there, and it will not go from me to you if it's not meant to. And if it's meant for you to have later, just imagine there's a little bubble appearing next to you and it's going in the bubble. And the bubble will automatically pop and you'll receive the thing when you're ready. And so just starting to feel the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just adjust the count to whatever feels good for you. But just keep the breath going in and the breath going out. The belly rises, the belly falls. The chest rises, the chest falls. The body gets heavier, more relaxed. This July new moon is the first stage on our journey after the new and higher path was laid by the eclipses. Now is the time to set intentions around what you wish to embody as you begin this new chapter. What energies do you wish to call in? How do you wish to navigate this new chapter that is now before you? Staying connected to breath, placing hands on heart if that supports your heart center. I want to invite you to visualize the type of energy you wish to embrace, carry, and imprint onto this new pathway. Imagine these energies are flowing through your body and sinking deep into the earth. Do these energies have a color? Just imagine it flowing through the body, filling up the body, clearing the body, cleansing the body. And you are sinking it deep into Pachamama, into Gaia, into Mother Earth. We are in Cancer season, so this new moon is symbolic of the crab. Astrologically, it is the buck moon if we look at the originators of this land. But if you imagine the crab has a hard outer and a soft inner, how can you find a balance between the softness of the heart and the hard boundaries that are needed to feel safe and protected? And if how is triggering you to figure it out now, I want to invite you to put that word down for the moment and maybe ask, what would it look like? What would it feel like? What would life be like? To find a balance between the softness of the heart and the hard boundaries that are needed to feel safe and protected. The crab also carries its home on the back, which shows its desire to feel safe and protected. Using these new moon energies upon us, how can you feel more secure and at home with whatever you've landed? Or maybe it's not how, maybe it's inviting. Maybe it's setting the intention to say, without being complacent, I'm at home, right where I'm at. Think about embracing this idea of feeling at home within yourself. What would it look like to shift to a state of love and peace in both your inner and outer worlds? This July new moon is about practicing radical and unwavering self-care by being gentle. Feel your breath being gently drawn in and out. Feel your gentle, powerful heart. Feel the gentleness that is inevitably there with your power. Give yourself permission to set boundaries. Now, if anyone is feeling anything other than the softness of this new moon, you might be feeling some of the T-square energy that we have been working with for a week or so now. And so if you are feeling that, I want to invite you to feel the fearless warrior within. You are a fearless warrior. What would it be like to lead with love rather than fear? You're a leader of love. You're a leader of love. You're a leader of and for love. Now, Chiron is an asteroid that's been quite active for a while if you've been with me for these or my monthly full moon events. And Chiron is known as the wounded healer. It represents the bridge between one state of consciousness and the next. So Chiron is bringing you this healing quality of the new moon. And maybe you imagine an asteroid is flying over you right now, healing you, healing you, healing you. If you are seeking healing energy in your life for whatever reason, welcome the energies of this new moon. Set an intention for these healing energies to flow through the crown of your head and out the end of your feet. See the colors flowing down through the crown, down through the chakras, out through the feet. Embrace the softening, surrender to the softening, feel the softening. However you feel the energies of this new moon, I want to invite you to remember that self-love, self-nourishment, and feeling at home within yourself and this new path that has now arrived are all supportive ways to flow. Imagine yourself loving yourself. Imagine yourself nourishing yourself. And imagine feeling at home within, no matter where you're at. And take a breath in and out. Gently let the eyes begin to open. Maybe you take some small, subtle movement with the body. If you have the space, maybe you decide to write some of the stuff that showed up in this short meditation. If you don't have anything now, maybe you keep something open so that if you receive the download later, you have access to that. Maybe it's questions that you don't have an answer for now, but sense is coming. Happy new moon. It's a pleasure to get to share this with you. And if anyone wants to have a conversation about the energy that this buck moon, if we go by what the native people of this country call it, that is an energy of allowing the unfolding. And on the third Wednesday of this month, the 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm hosting free community space in a Zoom room to talk about that as a group. And you can find all of that information on my events page on my website, The Bold Thing. It's also on my Instagram profile, and that link, I hope to see you there if you would like to talk about that and unpack that together. And we will be gathering on the evening of the full moon on the 23rd live to embody the concept of allowing the unfolding through breath work, through music, through a long guided visualization where we go deep and juicy, and I really force your neural pathways to go in directions you wouldn't take them. And then I give you space to process. They're recorded, so if you can't be there live, no worries. And those are the moon offerings that are going on this month, and I hope to see you there. All my love.